Hello everybody. You probably read the story about how a tourist solved the debt problem of a small town just by placing a $100 note on a hotel reception counter and taking it back a while later. It may have baffled you since even though no one earns anything, but everyone's debt is paid for. There are several ways to think about this intriguing example. Let's just demystify the puzzling story once and for all. The story goes like this on the next video.
A man walks into a hotel, puts $100 bill on the counter and asks the owner if he can go inspect one of the rooms before he decides to stay. As soon as the man goes upstairs, the hotel owner grabs a $100 bill and goes off to pay his debt to the butcher. The butcher then takes a $100 bill and goes off to the pig farmer to pay his debt. The pig farmer then takes a $100 bill and goes off to the feed store to pay his debt. The guy at the feed store takes a $100 bill and goes to pay the local town prostitute his debt of $100. The local prostitute then takes a $100 bill, goes back round to the hotel and pays her debt for the room that she used the previous night. Now, the tourist comes back downstairs from the bedroom. He says to the hotel manager that it's not suitable. He takes his $100 bill and he leaves. Now, no one produced anything, no one earned anything, but the whole town is now out of debt.
Okay, so if you do the transaction in reverse, or all those transactions in reverse, the $100 cash note is not necessary at all. Without the tourist and his $100 note or bill, this simply is a classic supply chain of barter economic system. The introduction of cash note to the system simply made it easy. Hi, my name is Isi Landau, and I've been studying the computerized barter industry, complementary currencies, reciprocal trade, counter trade, asset management, alternative capital, and financial transactions for more than 30 years, collaborating with large and small companies, governments, communities, organizations, and barter exchanges in Latin America and the USA. I'm also a researcher in digital payments and cryptocurrencies since 2009. I am here to present you a new proposal, socioeconomic innovation on the monetary system, called Social Capitalism for All and Shifting to a New System, introducing the BartPay and MyTokens ecosystem. Now a small video.
We are the first generation in mankind's history whose whole life can be tracked from start to finish.
We've taken the most powerful artificial intelligence that has ever existed, and we've asked it which advertisements can we show vulnerable people.
We have built the internet largely to be insecure so that we can collect more data. And that means that we're all unstable.
Whichever field you're working, you have a voice.
I think it's important to share my beliefs to align the barter industry, complementary currencies, blockchain, plus artificial intelligence all together in an ecosystem, which I intend to spark around this initiative of BartPay. The main goal for BartPay is to ensure basic economic security by monetizing people's data and barterable products and services. Then enable stable cryptocurrency built on a secure and stable multi-blockchain backed by a reserve of real assets on a barter system and governed by an independent data union. The world truly needs a reliable digital currency as a payment for data, with an infrastructure that together can deliver on the promise of an Internet of Money. Now, a video explaining the data union.
We all know that big tech already has our data. They employ the world's best engineers and social psychologists to increasingly monetize your online actions across all platforms and make you a more profitable user to the advertisers and media entities of the world. Your data and online actions create hundreds of billions of dollars of value for these companies. And it's only going to increase as technology gets better every day. That's where the data union comes in. As the world continues to shift more online, people need to get a fair share of the increasing value they are creating for the world's largest companies. Think of it this way: every time you go online, you're essentially filling out behavioral surveys based on your actions that can be sold to the highest bidder. This isn't going to stop anytime soon, but we can and should get value back from these companies. They continue to monetize us at higher and higher rates. The Data Union is a nonprofit that is fighting to make sure regular people get control of their data and are a shareholder in the value they are creating for companies that depend on it. Our movement is working to educate people and introduce new legislation that will give you more freedom to control how your data is used and who profits from it. We deserve to own our own data and get a educate people and introduce new legislation that will give you more freedom to control how your data is used and who profits from it. We deserve to own our own data and get a sliver of the value it's creating. As our coalition grows, we'll have more power to influence government and the private sector to make changes that will help the everyday people who are driving the growing data economy. Join us today.
BartPay is an environment and a tool set where individuals, businesses, and developers can unlock new incentivization mechanisms. It aims to rebalance the data economy in a user-centered, privacy-preserving way. It helps people take ownership over their data and to receive income from the profits it generates. Developers to innovate a new generation of data solutions, and businesses to access high-quality data without intermediaries. The BartPay ecosystem is built on the promise that by recognizing and incentivizing all actors, it can rebalance value and redefine standards to create a better, more sustainable communities economies. The transformation of data ownership. BartPay is an ecosystem of tools and services that enable people, businesses, and developers to unlock the latent value of data by pooling, securely sharing, and monetizing its value. Yes, Universal Basic Income, UBI, but using your data. Basic income might be a surprisingly powerful call to action for the Internet to improve itself. Technological automation might set in motion a chain of events that leads to crypto-economic conditions whereby decentralized ownership of our own data isn't only possible, it's preferable to the global economy. Imagine a world where instead of large corporations, instead everybody in the world will have the exclusive right to their own data in a secure and holistic decentralized marketplace of our data. Let's put together basic income, blockchain, artificial intelligence, and a secure freedom will all have their place supporting people and global citizens and treating them as equals and not just as data to be harvested, exploited, sold, and extracted. By decentralizing access to local products, services, and the bartering of our data, a basic income will not just be a lump sum, but part of a virtual currency where our data will be a bargaining chip to a better world, a healthier world that actually rewards us for our participation online. Someone's probably going to ask, but how does it work, or is it working already? We are on a test phase right now. We are testing, and we already have several people using it as a test. We have the right blockchain architecture and scalability, that this project needs to be achieved. Now a video showing the multi-chain architecture and scalability.
Imagine a decentralized internet called Web3, where real-time data flows across borders and boundaries without limits. A shared global data fabric, a place where businesses and communities are creating something revolutionary together. Woven into the data fabric's heart is a global peer-to-peer network for real-time data, run and governed by its users. The Streamer Network transports streams of messages from publishers to subscribers without relying on a central server to broker the data. Instead, a community of nodes provide bandwidth in exchange for tokens. Web3 apps send and receive messages in a fully decentralized, scalable way and unlock new business models for sharing and selling data. The opportunities are endless. Connect your data to the rest of the world.
Yep, your data, your income. We don't own or operate a single data center. Instead, we build on the Streamer blockchain technology that you just saw on the video. Takes advantage of a massive global network of nodes that enables unparalleled security, privacy, availability, and cost saving. As we embark on this journey together, we think it is important to share our belief to align the barter industry and its communities, complementary currencies, and many other barter trade exchanges around the world, and ecosystems we intend to spark around this initiative. I believe that many more people should have access and ownership of their own data, access to financial services, and to cheap capital. I believe that people have an inherent right to control the fruit of their legal labor and personal data. I believe that global, open, instant, and low-cost movement of money will create immense economic opportunity and more commerce across the world. I believe that people will increasingly trust decentralized forms of governance. I believe that a global currency plus local communities' currencies and financial infrastructure should be designed and governed as a public good. I believe that we all have a responsibility to help advance financial inclusion, support ethical actors, and continuously uphold the integrity of the ecosystems. I believe that the only industry with the experience and security to handle other people's valuable data is the barter trade exchange industry. That we can include all the complementary and communities currencies who already comply with all the legal mandates of TEFRA by providing 1099 reporting of all barter transactions. A large component of people's basic income will be in the form of barter their data to get access not just a monetary stipend, but a wide range of bundles, services, of subsidized loans for things like housing, education, and healthcare. To improve the usability of BartPay currency as mainstream currency, the barter industry is perfect fit for solving that long problem. Our company is looking forward to acquire several key barter trade exchanges with thousands of current merchants, retailers, service providers, manufacturers, all of them signed as current barter members. Yes, we all barter with big tech. Big data is big money. You can find all these white papers on the website BartPay.com. But to finalize, there is other forms of people to monetize their valuable data. Local community members or local complementary currency members can monetize more data with the value of Internet of Things. These Internet of Things devices installed in their houses or cars has data and is not yet business enabled, as the data generated cannot be shared across different devices and systems yet. But MyTokens.ai app and its economic of things will enable the monetization of data generated across a network of participating connected devices that can interact, communicate, trade, and transact with each other across multiple systems and environments. This is our dual opportunity for BartPay protocols to develop and facilitate economic of things transactions and payments via MyTokens.ai app. The eureka moment of the EOT is turning IoT devices and make them economic agents. For references on my presentation, please read the entire submitted white paper to the REMIC conference. Also refer to all the documentation on the website BartPay.com, and also for any other information for the barter industry, go to barterofamerica.net and .com. I will provide all my contact information on the message system. Thank you.